If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time. Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train. Everyone's talking about NCTV45. Internet television the way you want it. Your #1 media source serving Newcastle, Lawrence County, and globally. NCTV45.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, Attorney at Law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Good morning, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to Friday, the 15th of January, halfway through the first month of the year, and whoa, those were a quick 2 weeks as we just seem to breeze through what's going on, and hopefully things are fine with you. Getting my coffee this morning, and then all of a sudden, out pops the rain. 40 degrees in Newcastle, and we're going to take a look at the upcoming weather and give you some sports and just a little bit of everything as we move on. And hopefully you have that first cup of coffee and you're settled in and watching Newswatch. Hope you enjoyed the wrestling last night. Now, the boys may have another home match up at the high school, but we haven't been told if one of them is going to switch. So we'll let you know about that. Rick Pierce, new viewer of NCTV45, and boy, that's taken me back in the day, back up to Union Township. Rick lived down the street from me, and when I was coaching basketball, Rick was one of my players. So Rick, hopefully you have a nice birthday. And Kayla Conte, Mike Stone, Diana Tanner, Terry Grossetti, Larry McCree, and Alan Lynn Jackson. Get that second piece of birthday cake and just enjoy as celebrate all weekend. And you know what? Take Monday off. It's Martin Luther King Day. I thought I'd just kind of add that. You know, the COVID situation has now been in the news for some time, and it's troubling. Yesterday, 5,000 patients hospitalized, 1,000 in intensive care. And as we look at, they're talking about 65 and older. As we look at the deaths, and if you're over 75, my thing is, please, you must be careful. What seems to be coming in on our information here is that 75 and older with health conditions and that type of thing, it is really, really bad. And we're bringing up some data to let you get a gander at it. Okay. The confirmed cases in Pennsylvania, and they've actually done a pretty nice job as I'm looking at this dashboard. The number of cases in Lawrence County, 1,340. Number of full vaccinations administered, 202. And so that gives you the vaccination type thing that they have. And I'm looking at, and I'm trying to look at that information that talks about the age, and we're going to get that for you as we move forward. It is very compelling that those people over 75, and I'm not making light of those people over 65, but there are some real issues, and very important. Pennsylvania allows pharmacies to administer COVID-19 vaccine booster to fight and stop the spread of the virus. You know, I was asked today, is it getting better or worse? And it's very difficult to tell as you just get more information that, and here's what they say. COVID vaccines without a physician's order for pharmacies, but those over that age bracket that I tell you, wow. And you could go and look that up yourself on the state website. Governor Wolf, he's in the news, and you know, I guess we could have, I'm going to be in support of them today. They are much worse. So, Governor Wolf, Democratic leaders urge legislator to act on $145 million in financial support to businesses adversely affected by COVID. You think, you know, so many businesses are in support of other businesses, especially in larger cities, but even in the small towns, that you depend on a lot of things interworking. And to just shut down the Commonwealth and then not have any support, that's crazy. Good job, Governor Wolf, on that one. So here we go with the next issue, and I want to. The Wolf administration expands vaccinations for federal pharmacy partnerships for long-term care facilities and launches retail pharmacy partnerships. Rachel Levine announced that the Commonwealth has activated Phase B of the federal pharmacy partnership for long-term care case. It has expanded its mission to include personal care and assisted living facilities, among others, throughout the Commonwealth. The department also requested the Federal Associates LLC and Rite Aid to expand access to vaccinate health care personnel, and eventually other phases of the state vaccination plan. The Federal Pharmacy Partnership has two phases, A and B. A for skilled nursing facilities, B for other long-term care facilities. So that making its way out there, and the vaccination could be important in this. The Wolf administration also announces more than $1 million in funding to support affordable housing in Center County. So, as we embark on that first half of the news, it's time to take a look at sports. University of Virginia, number 18, beat Notre Dame last night 80-68. It was Louisville over Wake Forest 77-65. And let's get to the right day. Here you go. Pepperdine falls to Gonzaga 95-70. Temple beats UCF 62, and that's University of Central Florida 55. Stanford, they fell to Utah 79-65. UCLA beat Washington State University 91-61. Closer to home, it was St. Francis of PA 89 and Bryant 82. And the challenge in getting these games off is very, very difficult. If you stayed up late, BYU beat St. Mary's 62-52. As I take a gander and just look at anything that was closer to home, that's it. You know, some of these games are getting canceled as we speak, and it makes it very difficult to get stuff out there with it constantly changing. Let's go to the Cedars Sports Quarter. Head over to Cedars tonight. Get some great food. Watch the games. And I can't say enough about the great taste of Cedars. It's time for the Cedars Sports Corner. We'll be right back.
Buongiorno! Yes, it's two fat guys in an oven with their great Italian pastries, bread, pizzelles, pizza, sandwiches, everything you could imagine at two fat guys in an oven. They're great for lunch, great for take home, and great for any time. You just want to get away and get something to eat, get that cup of coffee, and that great treat. Two fat guys in an oven, give them a try. Right.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner, and let's get to college basketball. And starting off at 4 o'clock, you've got a few minor games before that, but it's Bryant at St. Francis of PA. Now, ESPN3 has Niagara taking on Manhattan, and that's at the 4 o'clock time slot. As you get to a little later on, it's University of Alabama Birmingham taking on Charlotte ESPNU. And then 6 o'clock, well, it's Troy at Georgia Southern, that's ESPN Plus. 7 o'clock, you'll see the Dukes of Duquesne taking on St. Bonaventure, ESPN2. And that's going to be a tough one for the Dukes, as the Bonnies pretty good. Also, Wisconsin, number 9, will take on Rutgers. And Youngstown State will take on Oakland. And that game on ESPN3. So, a lot of local action as you head through this evening of college basketball. Bowling Green will be at Buffalo on CBS Sports Network. And I always give you your nightcap. And this, 11:59 p.m. It's, and I've never heard of it, CSU Bakersfield, but they're going out to Hawaii and taking on the Hawaii Rainbows. So if you're an insomniac and you're up, that's something for you to take a look at. Now, over in the NBA for your Friday, 2 games that will be televised, ESPN, Dallas at Milwaukee, and New Orleans will be at the Los Angeles Lakers. So an idea what's going on in the sports world. If you're a Cleveland fan, they're going to be entertaining the Knicks, and Orlando will go to Boston. So little type of stuff going on there in the NBA. I think more people watch the college basketball than anything else. And your Friday, with respect to hockey, the Pittsburgh Penguins will travel to Philadelphia. Let's go Pens. Two games on ESPN Plus. That'll be Chicago Blackhawks at Tampa Bay and St. Louis at Colorado. So go to Cedars, get some great food, enjoy the games, and nice cold beverage to go with that. We'll be right back after this.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
At Delicios. Look at this sandwich. This is lunch, and I didn't want to overdo it, but I had coleslaw before. This sandwich, absolutely excellent. Cajun chicken, but their menu is so huge, and I'm going to show you all your friends that you knew from the old place. They're all here. So make sure you stop. They're open from 7 to 9. It's Delicios in downtown Newcastle.
Welcome back, and 40 degrees outside. Rain may be falling wherever you're at, so be aware of that. And we'll get to more in Lawrence County 45 weather. Now, the PUC approves settlement with CenturyLink regarding the delayed installation of telephone broadband service. The settlement includes $32,050 in civil penalties for telephone and broadband installation delays, resulting in consumer complaints to the PUC. So, CenturyLink, for those people in rural areas that may not have any wiring, I've never dealt with them, so. And Governor Wolf, back at it again. PA National Guard supports safety, security efforts across the Commonwealth. That 450 National Guard members have been put on the state's active duty support safety, security efforts within the Commonwealth that coincide with the presidential inauguration in Washington, D.C. Okay, he goes on, and you know, there's, we denounce violence, okay, I do on all levels, but I really think you know, you keep talking about it, you talk about it, and you don't move on. That's not a good thing. And he goes on to say he will not allow it to happen in our nation's capital. That's why I am taking the necessary measures to ensure safety. I mean, I think you move on, you know, And I think that's important for everybody. Speaking of moving on, Got Cheese for Kids. The United Way program began with Quota International Club of Hermitage and was introduced to Newcastle, then President Connie McDaniels of Connerly's Cleaners, and the United Way Gutchies in Western Pennsylvania, slang for underwear. They are accepting these donations. Thermal tops, bottoms, underwear, socks, hats, scarves, mittens, 4 to 2X. They're accepting them at, this will continue through March, by the way, at the Hoyt, Connerly Cleaners, Cray, Lawrence County Government Center, Chris Sonata's office, Spiritual Path Church, United Way, Visit Lawrence County, in New Wilmington, Brookshire Hathaway Real Estate, and Strumba in Wampum, Strumba Farms and Fiber Mill. I can say I never really heard of that, but if you're so inclined, help them out. New Year, good theme for veterans to review and update benefits in service of our county. Pennsylvania Department of Military and Veterans Affairs reminds veterans that the start of the new year is a good time to meet with professionals to ensure you are receiving the maximum benefits that you've earned through service and sacrifice. So keep that in mind. Pennsylvania, and this is huge, and I've been trying, they have all kind of different things, events. It's the indoor farm show. Cultivating Tomorrow's Spotlight, Young Women Shaping Agriculture's Future. Russell Redding will address the diversity and inclusion as key challenges in cultivating a bright future in Pennsylvania's agriculture. The farm show will spotlight the focus on women in the agriculture who are shaping the industry's future. And they just have a wide variety of things going on at the farm show. And if you get a chance, you're surfing the internet, you don't know what to watch, get out there. Indiana County's siblings dominate the farm show skill-a-thon contest of livestock poultry. Now, I'm looking, 5th place Sierra Jackson from Butler County. That was in Division 1 draft horses. And then as you go down, I wanted to see if there was anybody close to us. A lot of times out here